my amazing legion of freaks and geeks out there. Of course, it is me, Quita, aka Blasian Quita. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to SIN TV. Hey, that rhymes, right? All right, guys, we're gonna start where it all started for me in regards to kind of reviving my passion for action RPGs. This ARPG is, to me, definitely going to be a classic in my book. And we're going to be playing Devilian. So, guys, sit back, relax, and enjoy the Devilian ride. No, I'm kidding. But, yeah, guys, I'm really excited to play this for you. I have played this in the past, but what I decided to do is I wanted to start at the beginning and really give you a first impression, because they did make some changes to the game, as well as including the Tempest class. Now, here's my gripe in regards to this new class, the Tempest class, is that you actually have to pay $9.99 for that. And for me personally, I feel like that kind of takes away from it being a free-to-play game. So if it's free to play, then all the characters should be free to play. That's just me. Also, our juicy topic of the day, because guys, remember I told you, and ladies, I told you that I would be covering video game and geek history, because it is so important, very, very important, to cover where our foundations are from and how we became the gamers that we are today, and know our history. I just think it's so vital and important. So today we're going to kick it off with the 1950s to the 1960s, and then what we're going to do is I got some really good, I'm trying to think of a way to call the news, but it's the news. So we're going to find out more about Black Desert Online, as well as the newest upgrade to Terra as well. So juicy stuff. I'm really looking forward to it, guys. So let's get into some brief riot talk here. So first off, guys, I had to just take off my makeup, because what I realized is that I was wearing makeup every day, and I'm like, wait a minute, why am I being like a superficial, like, YouTube beauty, personality? Like, why am I doing that? Sometimes you'll see me with makeup on, other times you won't. So I'm just learning to kind of re-love myself again, and it's the first time in quite some time that I have felt this way. I feel so positive. I feel like I'm getting back to my balls busting, and not literally balls busting, but I'm getting back into feeling like myself. I'm putting makeup on, I'm trying stuff. What doesn't work, I toss it. What stuff works, I keep it. And guys, the interesting thing is, the type of skincare and makeup that's actually working for me is vegan. But guys, I found, and I'll talk about this too, besides here on my other show, which is called the Curvy Metalhead Show, youtube.com/user/BlasianQuita, and you guys have actually gravitated over there, so I really appreciate it, my friends. So getting back into it, what I found out is that an affordable way to get vegan makeup is actually the independent route. So there are a lot of independent vegan makeup companies, and guys, I am working on making a video about skincare and beauty as a streamer, because I think that's something that not a lot of people talk about. So I'm going to be doing that in the future. That'll be like a separate video on the channel, youtube.com/user/SINTV now. But yeah, guys, I feel so much better. I feel so much healthier, and yeah, guys, I'm really pumped. Man, I'm like shaking my ice here in my cup. I thought this stuff would freeze by now, apparently, or melt by now. Apparently not. It's still like frozen solid, my water here. Alright, pardon me, guys. Let me get a drink of this here. Oh, There we go. Give myself an ice cube. Because I swear, like, when I talk this much, my throat is, like, super dry. So you'll have to pardon me as I, like, take ice, like, if I have, like, an ice cube or whatnot in my mouth. But, guys, honestly, going the independent route for, like, your makeup and skincare was a lot cheaper for me. And there's also this website that I'm going to be getting stuff on, too, called Etsy. So I want to try that out because I always like, pardon me, delicious. I always like supporting local, well, local as well as, or locally made, there we go, locally made and independent makeup and beauty companies. That's just something I've always been really passionate about, and I support small businesses. So if you are a small business and you do beauty and skincare and you know, you do the vegan stuff, let me know, because then I'll definitely review it and try it and let everybody know about it. So, all right, guys, without further ado, let's get into Devilian. So I just decided to start from the beginning, guys. You know, I got my character here. Shadowhunter is honestly and here's the funny thing, I usually play female characters, but the interesting thing about Devilian, though, is that the characters are gender locked, which is kind of sad, but still, it's still fun to play. You'll see what I mean here. And it completely changed how the quest system is and certain things in the update. So, yeah, it's very interesting. So, this is my Shadowhunter level 1. I decided to name him Markston Lang. Kind of spicy, right? Spice of life. Okay, so all you do once you create your character, go into connect. And then we're starting from the beginning, guys. Pardon me as I get an ice cube here. My throat has been sore.
The Dark Lord's spear shattered as it pierced the heart of our god. As the fragments fell, they corrupted the land. But some of us managed to master their fell power, to become something more than human, and lay waste to the Dark Lord and his legion of devils. After the war, most of us vanished, leaving little but stories behind.
Oh my gosh.
But our world is being plunged into chaos once more. The dark sorcerer Malik seeks to summon the most powerful devils using the spear's fragments. Now their guardian turns to humanity's last hope, the legendary heroes who defeated the devils. We are Devilian.
As I suck on an ice cube there. This is like the most epic opening for a MMO I've ever seen, guys, no lie. So epic. So this is, of course, your starting area. And you have Alara, and this is how you learn to actually play the game. So, pardon me as I suck on this ice cube. You'll see me play and watch how I go through the beginning of the game here. Okay, so the cool thing is, you can hit F, of course, opens up to talk to the character. And there's two types of mode. You have your traditional mode, where you move around with your WASD, and then you click for your commands. Or you have Devilian mode, which is what I'm in right now, where you move around using the mouse, and then you attack using the 1, 2, 3, and 4 keys, which is pretty sweet, guys. So pardon me here. And see, this was not there before. It actually shows you what you've learned, which is kind of cool. So I really like the improvements. I mean, it's not as laggy as it used to be. So definite plus here. And I will be getting a lot quieter keyboard in the future. Huzzah, we are level 2. So in the initial part of the game, guys, you do level up quite quickly. We'll go over controls once we get, And then here's another new feature too, is you can actually see the quests pop up here as well as here on the side. And I like how big the text is in this as well. So I was very, very impressed with that. And then of course with your map, any circle area, of course, no duh, you want to be there. It's important. So you can hit space bar to roll. But you can only do it for for a limited time, honestly. Sorry guys if I don't look like I'm in the normal energy. It's just my throat is sore. It's so annoying, guys. But I did spend some time leveling up my other character. So, which is really cool. I think I have him to like level 15 or so, which is cool. So inventory, of course, is going to be I. And, okay, so we have the training suit that's in use right now.
Alara, I'm glad you're safe. We do not need you, Devilian. The Guardian...
Whoa. And the cutscenes are really good in the game as well. I really enjoyed them. And cutscenes are going to be, of course, major events as well as bosses, so that's always refreshing. And if you still can't find your way, you can always hit auto run, and auto run will do it for you as well. Okay, so right click, guys, is going to activate the main attack here. So you want to make sure you move these two attacks here. So watch what happens. So you don't have to click, you can just right and left click your attacks, which is always a bonus. So pretty much it's if you like games, guys, like Diablo, or if you like games like I would say, yeah, any ARPG style like Van Helsing, but what's cool, you can zoom in, get your close view, but it still has that isometric or metrical, pardon me, view, which is pretty classic for ARPGs, to be honest. And I really like this game. I think it's absolutely fantabulous. And pardon me, guys, if I'm not talking as much. My throat is so sore. But I didn't want to neglect you guys, you know? And I just really like the effects in this game as well, guys. I mean, so detailed, so beautiful. It's absolutely wonderful. Then you want to press the space bar to roll. And trust me, that comes in handy. Q is to, of course, drink your potion as it's telling you. So I do like that this opening tutorial, it's very self-explanatory. It's very, very helpful.
Not enough energy.
And honestly, guys, you do level up really quick, which is a nice bonus. But once you get past the tutorial area, to be honest, you start to slow down and it becomes a little bit more grindy. Oh. Pardon me, guys. I was supposed to do this a little bit earlier today, but it was just so many distractions today. I had to, you know, tutor my sister with her homework, and I was taking care of other things, so it's like really annoying. Okay, so there's our new attack right there. So anything that you don't include in your left and right click, to be honest, you have to assign it to the keyboard. So, and I love the enemies. I mean, there's such a wide variety, from like small spiders. So yay, it's not like Blade and Soul where I swear the spider is like the size of your body. It's like absolutely ridiculous. Okay, I'll show you the auto run once I finish these missions
Not enough energy.
And then the other thing I like too, which is new, is if you do get hit, you do see this kind of red effect. It's interesting. Alright, there we go.
I'm running out of energy. Insufficient energy. Can't use this yet.
And then you also have co-op. It'll tell you what channel that you need to be on in order to join the co-op. So that's really nice as well. Okay, so let's do the auto run. Oh, okay. So apparently during the tutorial, you're not able to do the auto run. That's interesting.
Insufficient energy. Not enough energy. Not ready yet. I'm running out of energy.
There we go. And right off the bat, guys, early in the game, not even gonna lie to you, some of these bosses can be tough. So you want to make sure you are the appropriate level, or I would even say be 2 levels higher than the actual boss that you're fighting, because then it makes the battles a lot more easier, trust me.
Not enough energy. Insufficient energy. I'm running out of energy. Insufficient energy. Not enough energy.
There we go.
Energy.
And right off the bat, guys, I always like the combat in Civilian. It's very action RPG based, really quick to the point. Oh, I totally love it, guys. It's so fun. I do recommend it. I need to start putting the links to these games below so you guys can download it for yourself to play. And for me, I love free to pay or free to play, or a game where you just buy it once and then you can play as much as you want. I do not like buy to play games like World of Warcraft. I mean, I gave World of Warcraft a shot, but I just felt, well, for me, it would be illogical to go out and spend per month on a game. I just felt it was illogical, though. Alright, let me see here. Man, I have like so many ice cubes here, guys. Pardon me. Just breaking up my ice here. Next time I'm making sure I crush the ice, because this is just crazy. And that was a good catch. As it came out of my mouth, it's horrible. I just hate this. Like when I have a sore throat like this, it's not cute. Trust me. Alright, so what we're doing now is we're heading off and we have to go and defeat Maltech, who is one of the first bosses, of course, in this game. Now, if you ever need a quick menu here, if you see N, of course, that's going to be new. So this is a new item that you have acquired. And then later on, as you go on, you can use what's called an inventory expansion ticket, and that's what you use to open up all this additional inventory. There we go. That just looks wrong. I think we have a chance. Alright guys, let's do this. This is our first boss.
You are already instant.
I love watching your suffering. I wonder how long you will last.
Not ready yet.
All that moaning just sounds so wrong.
I'm sure King and God will appreciate this chaos storm.
Wait.
And guys, this is the type of game, honestly, too, where you're gonna be grinding a little bit, but I do recommend it before trying any of the other dungeons in the game, or else you will fail, like, indefinitely. So
Wait.
I died in the beginning of the game. That is ridiculous. So that tells you how challenging this game is, guys. Is when you can die in the beginning of the game. So you really gotta pay attention in this game, guys, or you will die.
You are not human.
There we go. Level 6 already, guys. So do you see how intense this game is? You know, it's not as easy as people make it sound, you know? It's like, look, I died at the first level. I mean, it's insane, guys. It's insane.
Hail bless you.
Alright, and then you have mission quests, and then of course, just like in any ARPG, you have your missions quests. Then you also have quests based on your skills, or skill quests as well, to learn different aspects of the game. Later on, you get to go on and do what's called the Devilian mode, which is your more like demon monster mode, which allows you to have twice as much attack power. So during some of the more tougher bosses, I recommend going into Devilian mode. Honestly, trust me. So now another thing that they added here is you have quests that are available. So when you click on this, you already kind of get quests to come up like this. So it's not too bad. Okay, so guys, I may cut this episode a little bit short today, just because I'm starting to kind of feel tired here a little bit. So let us start the history of video games from 1940, pardon me, to 1959. And this is considered the prehistory. So this is before the video games that we know of today. So an interesting fact, and this is all coming from GamersDecide.com, is that the ancestry of video games can be traced back to the 1940s. So video games are a little bit more older than what we think that they are. So what happened in 1940 is that there was a nuclear physicist, pardon me, named Edward U. Condon, who built the Nematron. Okay, so the Nematron was pretty much this primitive type computer that played a game called pardon me, the Nematron was shortly called NEM, and what it was is a simple game where players with avoiding selected the last match stick. So the Nematron proved, of course, it was very popular and thousands were playing it. So what also I thought was interesting too is the first actual programming of a game was blackjack, and that was in 1954, and it was for the IBM 701 computer model. And then by the time 1958 came in, physicist Willie Higginbotham developed Tennis for Two. So Tennis for Two, you know, I think of it as like the predecessor of like Pong pretty much, and it was played on an analog computer using a oscilloscope. Hopefully I'm saying that right, or oscilloscope, pardon me. And then because it was made for entertainment values, many people consider Tennis for Two to be the actual first video game, the first true video game. Okay, and like I mentioned, the predecessor of Tennis for Two, of course, very classic game on the Atari game system known as Pong. So that is pretty much the prehistory of gaming. So as you can see here, a lot of science is involved in video games. I think a lot of times when some people think of video games, they just think of, hey, this is non-deadly poison. Hey, what's up? You're like, you have a viewer. You know, I've never played Skyrim. I have never played Skyrim. Ever on here. Pardon me, when I tried to play Skyrim, guess what happened? My graphics card couldn't take it. That's how old my graphics card is. It was crazy, man. But how you doing? I appreciate you being here. Okay, so let's talk to Alara and get some quests as well. And then, guys, you know the other game too I'm really excited about, I think everybody is Black Desert Online is out now. Oh, different zebra background. Okay, cool. Hey, I'm an animal print girl. Okay. No. Oh my gosh. Pardon me, guys. I'm gonna go get a cough drop because my throat is so dry. Honestly, I did not think my throat was gonna be this flippin' dry. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. So I'm gonna get a cough drop. So, oh, you have been in here before. Well, tell me, how was your experience? I'm sure it sucked because that's all everybody's been telling me this week. Number one, well, no, there are two things people have been complaining about, okay? Number one, and this goes for both of my shows. Number one, my videos are way too long. What people don't understand is this is a show. So it might be 1 hour or 2 hours. The second issue that people are having is they're saying that I'm not catering to their needs. So here's the thing. At the end of the day, I can only do what I'm able to afford. And if you really want me to play more expensive games, or if you really want me to make more what you guys would call high quality content, then I would say you have to understand that I save up and I work really hard, guys. You know, I've had my hours extremely cut at my job, and this is honest truth. Extremely cut at my job. So I am like, you know, I look at my priorities. I gotta pay my bills first, and then I got my gaming stuff, you know, and other things, you know, of course my health and beauty, you know me. Always love looking beautiful. But that's the bottom line. I just think that some of my audience, not all, is being very inconsiderate. And I really feel that you gotta put the shoe on the other foot. You know, I feel like, how would you feel if you are constantly being badgered to do this and do that and do this and do that? It's not fair. So all I can do is be realistic, and I can present you with what I have. And if you don't like it, that's fine. You know? Yeah, that's very true. You do get what you pay for. And that's the reason why. And that was, of course, non-deadly poison. I appreciate you being here. But that is the reason why, guys, that I do only what I can do. I don't try to do things that are out of my scope. You know, because then to me, I feel like I'm setting unrealistic standards. You know what I mean? But I just find it funny that, like, people, like, well, some people, you know, they want to complain and they make it such an interpersonal thing where people are like, oh, you're not following me, you know, you're not following my request. Look, first off, I have an audience that's a community, so I do my best. And I'm also going to be talking about this on my other show as well, because I just think it's ridiculous that people... Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the follow. As I'm like dying here. Oh my gosh. I really appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much for that. I really need it because I've just been having the crappiest day ever. So non-deadly poison has followed, as well as King_Meatloaf and XX Sharon 94XX. Thank you. Really, really appreciate it. But yeah, it's just really, I'm not gonna sit here and lie, but like, it was kind of bumming me out at first because I was just like, man, it's like everybody's just pulling me in all these, like, you know, different directions and crap. Okay, so let's talk to Erica and see what she needs. Look at this whore. Oh gosh, I can't even. Okay. Okay, so let's go get some snakes. Let's go slay. Oh, and we got another one here.
Greetings.
Man, we got quests up the wazoo here. Oh my gosh. So non-poison, how you doing? I mean, you've been here before.
What are we
You know,
going
it's
to
been
do?
a while then. Cause I usually, like for me, I've been streaming like weird times of the day. I can't even have a set schedule, guys, just because of what's been going on with me, you know? It's like my hours are all over the place. So I try streaming pretty much Monday through Thursday, and then the weekends I work, so then, you know, it's just, haha, this is very true. Skanks are us. No play. Oh gosh. My throat feels so much better with this cough drop. But then at the same time, I'm like, you know, I'm not trying to choke myself to death here. So pardon me if I'm not talking like I usually do.
We can defeat anything together.
Okay, so one thing that they did change though in Devilian is you have your direct guide quests, which kind of help you to understand the game better. And then you have your mission quest, which is like your main storyline quest. So I like to do a little bit of everything. Now here's the thing about Devilian, guys. Like I said earlier, before I like was dying from my voice being out, is this. Devilian is a type of game, it's very grindy. So if you want to bypass all that grindiness, just do the quest. Do all the quests, the side quests, and you will watch your experience meter just go whoop, whoop, whoop. It goes super fast. So, but yeah, it's just been really unfair how people have been demanding though. It's really been unfair. And I'm doing my best, you know what I mean? Like, I just hate it when people have unrealistic expectations. And then I love the people that complain and then they say nothing about what I should do to improve, aka constructive criticism. Or I get the people who think that like they're the only person that watches my videos and are like, well, I suggested this, but you didn't want to listen to that, so whatever. I mean, I still support what you do. And then I have people, which I like to call hypocritical shaders, where they just think that they're saying something nice, but they're being like shady about it, you know? And here's the thing, if you don't like me, that's fine. You know, I mean, everybody has their own flavors that they're interested in, and everybody, you know, has certain people that they like. But I'm not here to be a prototype or a stereotype. Because if you're expecting that from me because I'm a person of color, I think you are mistaken. You know, I am not that stereotypical person of color, and I don't choose to be that way. I try to look beyond the definitions of what people like to define me as. I mean, I had someone, it was so funny, they were commenting and, you know, they said that, oh, it's like, you're just trying to be part of the popular culture, you know? And it's like, no, what if I really cared to be popular, guys, I wouldn't be myself. You know, because being popular these days, that's just, to me, you know, that's just my viewpoint. Like, being popular these days is all about like sucking up and being something that you're not, and life is too boring. I prefer to be a freak, you know? I prefer for people to think I'm the weirdest person on the planet. I find that to be absolutely hilarious, you know? Yes, this is very true. I hate giant spiders in MMOs. I can't. I'm just like, you know what? Not today. You gonna go. You gonna die. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so let's get rid of crabs. As horrible as that sounds. Oh no, these are lizards. Same thing, right? No, that's awful. Alright, let me move my keyboard here. There we go. I like the fact that one quest is to destroy wood. I just think that's absolutely hilarious.
Insufficient energy. Not ready yet.
But you know the funny thing is though, I was looking at like my audience demographics for YouTube.
Insufficient energy.
And what I found really interesting though is that most of my audience is not young people. It's actually a lot older people, which I can understand. I mean, I pretty much look like a, you know, a prehistoric vampire, so I get it. I get it. Okay, so alright, let's keep going here. And like I said, this is the type of game, guys, you could be here all day leveling the heck up. It's like insane. You know, that's why I was wondering too. I was like, how dare Erica make me slay crafts? Like, what the heck, man? Seriously. Alright, here we go. Let's get these sickle-celled or six-slail gates, which is really stupid. Okay, so let's go to the beachfront here. And here's the funny thing too about this game, like, if you run far away enough, the enemies just stop caring. Which works in your favor, especially when you're low on potions, let me tell you here.
Always welcome here.
I can't wait till I get my little horsey thing. Oh, I'm so excited.
Many thanks.
You see what I mean? You level up a heck of a lot faster, guys. Not even kidding you. There we go. But yeah, I have always enjoyed, you know, looking up history, especially video game history and geek culture and stuff like that. Till this day, guys, one of my favorite movies, if you have not seen this, oh man, you can't call yourself a geek. It's called Revenge of the Nerds, you know? And I think it's like every nerd's dream to just, you know, fall in love with a super hot chick that just, you know, kind of falls in love with you automatically. But see, that's the thing I always tell people, do not take movies as reality. I used to make that mistake too, because I'm one of these girls that I love watching all these Korean dramas, and it's like I get an unrealistic expectation of what love is, you know? So I was thinking, I was like, yeah, love should be so easy, man. Not always. Well, here's the thing. Love is easy. Like, to have a relationship is easy. It's just that we make it complicated by having ridiculous, unrealistic standards and not taking the relationship. Well, some of us don't take the relationship seriously in the first place. And then you're like wasting that poor person's time, to be honest. You know, it's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, let's see here. And I like that this is also a quest to repair fishnets. Like, really? Really? My whole mission in life is to repair fishnets.
Not ready yet.
That is all I am meant to do. Absolutely absurd.
Not ready yet.
But yeah, guys, Black Desert is out now, dude. Can't believe that, man. Or maybe it might be later on today. I mean... But then again, I'm sure there's some super nerd that's by their computer and they're like, I am not going to sleep until I see that Black Desert. But here's the other thing I don't think that a lot of people cared about, though, is Asta. So what I like to do, just as, just to make sure I'm getting the proper permission, was that I contacted Webzen. And I just asked them, like, can I, review this game for my Twitch, And I'll see what happens. But yeah, Asta is open for a open beta. Like, I can talk today, guys, right? So make sure, go to the Webzen site and download Asta. I already have, so I can't wait. Because it's just that classic MMO, man. It's really cool. The graphics look great. Oh, heck yeah.
Can't use this yet.
Like, I highly, highly recommend it. Alright.
Not ready yet.
And honestly, guys, this is how the game is for, like, the first half here. So it's just gonna be me, like, killing stuff here like I always do. No, I'm kidding.
Wait.
Horrible.
Can't use this yet.
Oh, and also to non-deadly poison, the name of this game is called Devilian. It is a great game. Super awesome. And
Wait.
I just always have been a fan, though, of ARPGs, so that's just my cup of tea.
Not ready.
Alright, so I got Mayhem's Edge, which I'm really excited for.
Can't use this yet.
And honestly, this is way, way faster, man, than when I first played the game. Like, the leveling up is pretty fast.
Not ready yet.
All this clicking is turning me on. Oh my gosh. I'm playing.
Can't use this yet.
Boom. Goes the dynamite. And here's the thing, guys. You also gotta be careful because the enemies or the bosses will respawn really quick. So you better get your butt out of there. Unless you want to die again.
Not
Horrible. Well, bye, non-deadly poison. I think he probably was like, you know what? This girl's really ugly, so I'll go to someone hotter.
Can't use this yet.
Isn't that the life of the ugly freak girl like myself? It's the honest truth. But it's okay. That's why I have an imagination.
Use this yet.
Oh man, I love my jokes. I cracked myself up like you asshole would. No, I'm kidding. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Alright. So I got the fish one done. Excellent. Okay, so let's go speak to Jaron at Shady Snake Beach since I finished that ish. Yeah, my throat feels so much better, guys. Oh my gosh. I felt like my throat was just completely numb. I was like, what the heck, man? This is probably the worst episode I ever done, but hey, that's how it goes.
You're always welcome here.
I don't care. I'm kidding.
Ael's blessings upon you.
There we go. Alright, let's see. So we gotta investigate the Fisher corpses. That's always nice. Let's go check out dead stuff. Yeah. That sounds like a plan. I'm playing. But I really like having this more hands-free. You know, I can do this and do that, you know, jiggle around and look sexy like I always do. Alright, there we go. There we go, deadly blow. That's what I'm talking about.
Not ready yet. Wait.
But you know the other thing, guys, that I want to talk about too is I have completely given up on the Diablo 3 community. And I just think it's because of the rudeness that I've been dealing with lately. And I just feel like, and this is just me, I've talked about this on the last episode a little bit, is I just feel that it's starting to become so acidic that it's like it's not fun to play public games anymore. So it's like I've kind of like given up on it a little bit, you know what I mean? It's just kind of frustrating.
Not ready yet.
A little frustrating. Come on, there we go. Man, there's just so many quests. I love this. Honestly, I think I was playing with my other character for at least how long? I was playing for like maybe like an hour or 2 hours. And it feels like time was flying by so fast. I was like, oh my gosh. Alright, excellent. Alright, so let's get that journal. Okay, so there we go. I like that. Drifting in and out of consciousness. I'm like, classy. Okay, so we have to defeat the shamans. And these shamans are a real prick too, guys.
Wait.
I swear.
Not ready yet.
But yeah, it's like I've just decided, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a little break from Diablo.
Can't use this yet.
The game is a little too super nerdy for me. And some of the people too were like super rude to me. Like if I had a question, they were like, "Yeah, you should look this up." You should know.
Wait.
And I'm like, really? Come on, guys. We're a gaming community, the geek community. You know, I should be able to ask questions and people should be helpful, you know? So frustrating. Yay! Level 9. Sexy. Okay. Alright, guys. So, I covered video game history. Let's get into the news like we always do, okay? So I was just checking the interwebs like I always do with my fat, obese self, and there's this website conference, or pardon me, this conference that is called Game Over Hate. So it's gameoverhate.digitalyouth.at, and it says Gaming Boot Camp Berlin, which is going to be April 18th through the 24th of this year, of course. And they have applications. So I thought this was really interesting. So it says, gaming culture has never been as diverse as today. Striving indie titles, esports, and retro culture, which I'm a part of, allow each and every player to find their own way of playing. In such an environment, diversity is key and open-mindedness should be a given. With our third event, we want to explore diverse gaming communities, game types, and discourse. Okay, so it is in Berlin, and they have a lot of cool classes like Intro to MOBAs, MOBA Team Competition, Choose Your Weapon, City Tour, which is cool, so you get to learn more about the area that you're in, International Games Week, and then you actually get to visit a video game museum. Like, how cool is that? And then on the last day, which is Sunday, they actually do an evaluation of your work. So what they're looking for is active gamers between the ages of 18 through 30 years of age, of course, that are from Austria, Denmark, Germany, Norway, Portugal, and Sweden. And what's really nice about this workshop, guys, or this conference is, or boot camp, pardon me. So it's a workshop. Correction. Hey, it's the morning, you know. So the nice thing though is food and accommodation for the duration of the program are actually covered through the Erasmus Youth in Action funding. And then they also offer travel support. So they have like the prices. So I'll have a link below so you guys can check it out. But I just think that's so cool, man. I would love to go to a workshop like that here in the US and talk about all the different types of diverse gaming that's out there. There's someone sexy coming in here checking me out.
I wish
Heck
I was
yeah. No, I'm playing. That's horrible. So corny.
See you later. I hope.
Yeah, this guy, Enhai, is such a wuss, man. He's hilarious. He's like, I'm so scared. And I'm just like, really? You shouldn't be scared. I'm a civilian. I'm here to help you and serve you. Well, no, okay, maybe it's my inner transgressions coming out. And then all the super nerdy guys will be like, oh my gosh, she's here to serve us. Turn on. No. Oh no! I'm not gonna die here. Absolutely not. I'm gonna take you guys out. Okay, there we go. Oh man. And then the thing that I've been doing too, I'm not even kidding you, is I have also been spending so much time checking out YouTube, and I gotta get back into doing Keeping It Real too, where I talk about other YouTubers and stuff. It's so interesting. That's like some of my like on my other channel, those are some of my most popular videos, is when I talk about other YouTubers. And it's not like me trying to, you know, be popular, but I just find it interesting that when I talk about other YouTubers, those videos are popular. When I talk about or when I talk about like racial relations, stuff like that, that's always interesting to me. It's interesting. Alright, so let's see here if I can, you know, use this.
Can't use this yet.
Heck yeah. And people are, I don't know what's, I really don't know what's going on with public games now, but some people are assholes, you know. It's like, it's expected for people to be jerk-offs to you. Like, for example, earlier today I was playing ELOA, right? Elite Lord of Alliance. Try saying that 10 times. And I was trying to get into a public game. Couldn't get into a public game. It took like forever, man. It was insane. And pardon me as I have another cough drop because my doggone throat is gone. Oh, it's horrible. I may end up having to do the stream like I did the last time with no audio and just the video, man. Super annoying. It's like my throat is like giving up on me. Maybe it's karma or something. It's karma. It's like, you have an ugly voice. We're gonna make you sick. Okay, so now we have to destroy the Serp totems. Excuse me, guys. I am so sorry. But then again, I'm talking every day, so this is to be expected.
Not enough energy. Wait.
There we go. That's just disgusting right there.
This yet. Wait. Can't use this yet.
And to be honest with you guys, Devilian is that type of game where anybody can get into it, whether you're an advanced player, a beginner player. I think in the future what I will do is I will make a video about like tips and maybe suggestions of games that are good for beginners, like MMOs in particular. Because I think when I started playing World of Warcraft and stuff like that, I think the #1 thing people base their game choices on too, besides hopefully your own individual decision, also I think the other thing they look at is like word of mouth too, you know, like friends' suggestions and stuff, which is, it can be good or bad. The one thing I tell people is if you're gonna get into gaming, it's not a heavy investment as you think. PC gaming, yeah, but you can always make, I mean, there's so many budget builds, I've posted those in the past, you know, that you can make gaming affordable.
Not ready yet.
Alright, there we go. I know I'm gonna look back at this video and be like, this is the worst video I've ever done. But that's okay, guys. That's just how it goes. I like keeping it real with you guys, so.
Not ready yet.
But let me know in the comments below this video too what MMOs that you're excited for. And I also want to thank the people too that have been really just so sweet to me on youtube.com/user/SINTV now. And say that like they're so happy to see a woman of color like myself, you know, and many others that are playing games, and that really inspires me, guys. I really appreciate it. I really, really do. Even though I sound like crap today, but I really do.
Not ready yet. Wait.
And the other thing I don't like about this game too, sometimes is when people want to be an a-hole to you, right? What they'll do is they'll go right in front of what you need and then just take it right away. And it doesn't replenish right away, which is kind of annoying though. So for most of the game, guys, you're going to be in this shady snake beach. This is where you're going to be spending most of your time, to be
wish
honest
I were
with
as
you.
brave as you.
When you first start
See
the
you
game.
later. I hope.
Level 10! And do you see how quickly we leveled up, guys? I mean, it's insane.
I wish I were as brave as you.
And to be honest, I like Devilian more than Diablo 3. Because for me, I mean, I can play it on my own. Like, I don't need to be in a party. I mean, you can play Diablo on your own, but it's a little bit more fun when you have, like, people to play with, you know? This game, it's like, I don't necessarily see a lot of parties and guilds, though, for this type of game. So, you know, I mean, I like it that I can just do my own thing, you know?
See you later. I hope. See you later. I hope.
Alright, there we go. And I do like that the game does have voice acting in it as well. Partial voice acting too. So I appreciate that for sure. And apparently one of the other players is following me around here, or am I think I'm following them. Hilarious.
Not ready yet. Sufficient energy. Wait.
And some of these enemies, I can't even pronounce their name. I would have to look it up, to be honest with you. And I actually died again. Why am I not surprised?
Wait. Not ready yet.
Oh, that's probably why I died.
Wait.
There we go. Alright, let's get that health potion there, because I certainly know I need that.
Wait. Can't use this yet. Not ready yet.
Excellent. I didn't think I was gonna make it, guys, to be honest with you. Alright.
Use this yet.
There we go. Almost done destroying those eggs. There we go, one more.
Running out of energy. Wait. Not ready yet. Not enough energy.
And you will hear that a lot, guys, in this game, that there's not enough energy. It's like ridiculous. Well, apparently I have a friend request. Apparently someone loves me today. And then this just kind of gives you a little bit help overview, which is very helpful, no pun intended. Alright, so we have a new whip, which is the Pale Moon Whip, so let's equip that. Let's equip the Pale Moon suit. And the shoes as well. Okay. Really? That's interesting.
Can't use this yet.
I figured there would be more passive enemies. Apparently not. So apparently I gotta beat this stupid enemy again.
Wait. Insufficient energy. Not ready yet. Wait.
And she can be very tough, because I mean, look, like I died. There you go.
Can't use this yet. Not ready yet. Wait. Not ready yet.
Excellent.
Can't use this yet. Not ready yet. Wait. Can't use this yet. Not ready yet.
Alright, there we go. And you can defeat the bosses as many times as you want if you're looking to gain HP. But once you fulfill the quests, I just say keep moving, because you'll always have opportunities for other quests that will help you to gain more, more experience. But, I mean, guys, what I really like, let's look at the pros and cons. I love Devilian for the fact it's just that good, like, you know, ARPG, hack and slash, and, you know, just when if you want a game that's really, you know, a little bit quicker and the action combat's a lot faster, then I would recommend it. And it really works well with computers that have lower specs as well. So, because not all of us can have, you know, 4K, but you know what I mean. So, and I know I'm going to look back and I'm like, I look so tired. Oh my gosh. But as you can see here, lots of quests. Alright, so we'll put return as F1. And so you gain experience too by doing these, so that's pretty cool. So let's go over more of the news here. Buy to play MMO Black Desert Online, of course, is coming out today. So this is coming from PCGamer.com. Dom Games has announced that the fantasy MMO Black Desert Online will launch on March 3rd, which is today. If you can't wait until then, what ended up happening was February 18th through the 22nd, they had a second closed beta test. Now, at first, Black Desert Online was free to play, which I was really excited because I was like, yay, free to play. But then they changed their mind because I think, you know, looking at the game graphically, but you know the other game too that I'm really excited about is Bless Online. I don't know when that's gonna come. I need it to come, like today, if possible. It's just graphically so beautiful. And Lost Ark, if you're looking for a real, I mean, I've never seen an ARPG with that much dimension and detail. So beautiful. And then on top of that, what I'm also looking forward to is Tree of Savior. Guys, Tree of Savior is that 2D meets 3D side, you know, that really good scroller, you know, action. You know, it's really honestly a predecessor to Ragnarok Online, and it's so beautifully done. I mean, man, so it's so nice, so well done. So yeah, for sure. Side tangent there. But the character creator, though, guys, is a free download. So, you know, if you want to make your character look like John Cena, go right ahead. Just make sure, you know, you don't throw basketballs at me, okay? So please make sure. So now what they have is, well, at the time it was available for pre-purchase. I'm not sure if it's still available, but hey, what the heck? Let's take a look here. I'm actually going to do a search and look it up. We'll take a look, see what's, I'm about to say, I was like, oh, I've been hurting myself. Like, I thought I cut my finger again. I was like, what the heck? So, this is, oh, correction, guys. Black Desert Online, the head start is today. So, I just want to make sure, correct that. So, that's the head start. So, for those people who bought during the pre-order, they're the ones that can play, which is pretty cool. So let me see how much the game is right now. Wow. Okay, guys, to be honest with you, pre-ordering honestly was the better thing to do, because okay, so they have two packages. This is coming off of the Black Desert Online website. So the first one, which is the access March 3rd, which is today, is called the Traveler's Package, and that is for $29.99. Okay, so you get the game, you get one guest pass, which allows, like, let's say you give it to a friend or, you know, a fellow colleague who may want to try the game out for 7 days, then they have to buy the game. Now, the extra content includes 3 housing decor coupons, 3 unknown die boxes, appearance change coupon, which is good in case you're not happy with your character's appearance. You can always change it. This is similar to like the, I'm not sure what they're, I think they're called appearance tokens in Blade and Soul as well, where you can change your character's appearance as well. And then you get 3 partial skill resets, which that's pretty cool, and then a steel 2 set package. And that's the one for $29.99. The Explorer is going to be the same day too. That's $49.99. And then it includes all of that. Plus you get a tier 3 horse. A horse flute that is permanent, because you need a permanent horse flute. And a pet of choice, which is not too bad. But I don't think I could pay $50 for a game that honestly I feel should be free to play. That's just me though. But guys, let me know what you think about Black Desert. Since for those of you who are playing as a part of the Head Start, yeah, definitely let me know. Okay, and here's another interesting article too, coming from GameSpot.com. Guys, you will not believe this ish, okay? Blade and Soul passes 2 million players. 2 million of us are sitting on our butts, maybe heated, perhaps,
Such a mess.
but playing this game. And Blade and Soul, guys, I won't lie, graphically it's beautiful, but it tends to also get repetitive over time, especially with the daily quests. I really wish they would get rid of those daily quests, because I think that's what kind of makes the game a little bit boring for me though. But yeah, this is coming from GameSpot, and this is what it says, of course. NCSoft PC MMO Blade and Soul continues to attract new players. The developer has announced that the free-to-play game has now passed 2 million players in the US and Europe. The game launched in the West on January 19th, reaching 1 million players after its first week. That might explain why the servers were going like berserk when I was on there one time. And also, some people have encountered like long waiting times to get into certain servers. So I am on what's called the Junghaido server. So if you want to play with me, please let me know. But yeah, I just decided to go with the newer server where there's not as many people. But I think, what's the name of the server? I think it's the Mushin server. Is super busy. It's like ridiculous.
Bring more money next time.
Okay, oh, this is cool. So you can choose a playing style. Like, you can do, like, assassination, which allows you to quickly approach. Okay, and you have shuriken. So I think I'm going to do shuriken. So this is how your skill tree is set up. A heck of a lot easier than Path of Exile. That's the other game that I'm going to start playing too, because I heard it's absolutely amazing. So there we go. We got Darkness Blade, which is that right there. And as you go along and as you level up, of course, you can add more to the skill tree, and then you're going to be like super awesome. So okay, so you have, oh, you can only get that in patron state. Oh, okay, so you have to use a skill page expansion ticket. That is interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, congratulations to NCSoft, man. Whew. And then here's the other thing that's really cool too, is that there is new PV. You know me, I'm a PvE player. I can't do PvP. I would just die all the time. But they did add new PvE content, which includes the standard Bloodshade Harbor dungeon, which also includes a 24 player version called Nightshade Harbor. Can you imagine playing Blade and Soul with 24 people? Insane. Like, absolutely insane. But finally, guys, we have news for Terra here. Downfall update arrives on Terra. So it actually came out on the 1st, actually. So it says, MMass Entertainment announced the launch of the Downfall update for its popular MMORPG Terra. Available now on PC, Downfall adds a variety of exciting new content to Terra, ranging from a hard mode dungeon to the return of high-level challenge mode, there we go, and more. And it's the most played MMORPG, guys, on Steam, and there's a reason for it. Like I said, the key is getting a better graphics card. I will play Terra, and because everyone keeps telling me I need to play it. And the game doesn't do justice when you're playing it on low settings, to be honest. Just like with Black Desert, they have ultra low settings, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Honestly, we shall see how that goes. Well, guys, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna cut it short today, actually, because I'm getting tired and I don't want to be like this. Okay, that would be horrible. So, of course, let's do some food for thought. Guys, like I said, the only thing that I can be is myself. I will not try to be something that I'm not. I'm not going to try to act like something that I'm not. I am me, and I am learning every day to love who I am, because it's up and down. There are some days where I hate myself, and I'm like, I want to look like Beyonce. And then there are other times where I'm like, you know what? Hey, I'm a pretty sexy, curvilicious, thickum, nice looking lady. You know what I mean? But then, all cockiness aside, jokingly cockiness, I have to say this, is that I can only be me. And if you don't, if you are easily offended, if you're the type of person that can't handle jokes, I'm telling you right now, I do recommend to not watch my videos. For me, I've always been that kind of person. So if you understand that type of, sense of humor, then you will like what I do. But if you don't like what I do, don't support me. Just don't support me, and I will strive to bring you the best stuff that I can, but I can only do what I can afford, and I'm not going to go over what I'm able to. Okay? So guys, I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Devilian is the game. I will have it below this video on how to download it if you're interested. And also, if you have played Devilian, here is something new, and this is what I call it. It is the tantalizing question. So every time I finish a stream, what I'm gonna do two things. Number one, I'm doing a Q&A, so if you guys have questions for me, you can come in chat and let me know. And then the other thing I'm gonna do is the tantalizing question. It's just a question so you guys can start, just stuff to think about, talk about, all that. So today I talked about being who you are and accepting yourself for who you are. Here's the first debut tantalizing, there we go, tantalizing question for this week is, what did you do to get to the point where you just accepted yourself for who you are? Was it easy? Was it hard? That is the question that I have. So guys, I really appreciate it, but this big girl is gonna go to bed, child. Okay, so like I always say, remember to get smart and stay informed. Take care, my friends.